One reason why Pittsburgh always got away with what they were doing to me was that I aspired to something. Pittsburgh attitude just means don't figure us out. Don't try to figure us out. If they had a motto, it would be, you don't look so bad, have another one. What that character, Bernard Goetz, said to three law abiding young persons who were fraternizing with him when he pumped bullets into them. You don't look so bad, have another one. Welcome to Pittsburgh. They would leer with Greg Carl's stupendous mind. The queer bait is going to perform for us and talk about constructing a persona. So they would implying that I was inside the public relations loop that they were building. If I knew what was good for them, I'd keep aspiring to something other than review of the situation. When I was a child, when they kidnapped, brutally, slaughteringly headblowed me, subjected me to mind-shattering intoxicants and hallucinogens, deadly threats and attacks, horrible, unspeakable pedophile violence and acts, sickening, depraved things that only Michael Reagan wants to know about for purient motive. Of course, always bulwarked by the interrogation practices of Crow Hagrid Gooster Coronor. When this was going on, I'd pick up the Post Gazette in the days of Ask Andy. Ask Andy was a column in the Post Gazette in those days. They had articles about kids my age being stabbed to death in the showers at Schulman Center, the juveniles. Teacher, Teachers Authority. What was playing downtown was Death Camp 7. Made it look like, well, that's the normal world. Pittsburgh prison that's just the provincial norm. We kidnap people, we torture them, we subject them to terribly degrading practices. Then we exploit their behavioral patterns. We call it field work. There's cash on the line. And we call him Martin Henry. He'd run around, he'd memorize the names and addresses of all the police, the Pittsburgh police, and he'd come back and he'd tell Thaws. Thaws went to Harvard. Thaws was a vehicle impinging on the persona's experience, over voicing with Ming No Wen for Pentagon Disney, Oliver Stone, Cyril Wecht, and the Neva Pornographic Corporation, allied to Guru Hag, Rikusta Coronark. And what do they do when they get embarrassed by their hustle? Well, they play all protection from abuse in Seattle. Woohoo, Queebo! Come on over to Seattle. Protection from abuse, you. And then they poison him in the mouth. You keep him away from school and give him Parkinson's. Poison him with Roundup or something. And then we'd say, because the black man is watching for the Ku Klux Klan provincial norm. And that brother, he is white. He takes issue with the. You like penis Gabriel queer ball. He don't like you. Ha ha ha. You like penis Gabriel queer ball. He don't like you. Ha ha ha. So what they do? They rape a girl, teach me sign language. Oh, that's mercy enough, but not enough. They call it Operation Mercy. They rip her shin harps and they say, "How would you like somebody close to you get it next?" Oh, don't tell the postal, don't tell the candies. Okay, you told the candies. Tell you where you can find two more candy body there. We're protecting him from abuse and him here in Seattle. Yes, Miss Kenny. God bless you. Pittsburgh is Brian. We got you alone again, Queerball. Tell you who we're going to talk to now. We're going to talk to Vladimir Putin about you. You can't keep up with global czar. Bernie's going to have a word with Dugan. They're going to have you. They're going to have you and have you and have you and have you. You think the sun is bad in America? Why don't you go on over to your propaganda school, Queerball? And they know that the way they can get away with it over and over and over again is that I do aspire to my poetry, to helping my neighbors understand things and clarify what sort of educational processes would be best for the overall spectrum of influential people trying to reform the human race. Turkey, come on, and then he said, well, the earth is too far gone, but we can still save souls. Well, amen. That reminds me of Flame Over Africa by that Kirk Haggard Goosler cover artist, the Devil Whisperer. He's the Devil Whisperer for Weezo, the Pittsburgh so amends to with Shulman books, like Penis J. Sinfield, of Premature Fornication Mancini, or whatever that band was. Ken Crimson set up Dee Dee, and the NAACP went along with that. They were all Clem Baker and Lou. Clap for the Quibbo. He got sexually entrapped by a girl who's working for Neva Corporation, Nazi Germany's revenge. Hey, it's Rich Ono. She got a bribe a mile deep. Yep. Drug trafficking Pete Shaw with Dennis Bruce. You know, he goes to Sandinistas and Jaime Corbin now. So they say Weezo don't take to saving the planet. We're just going to save some souls, and then the planet be ash. That's the word they like to use. When I was a kid, Dave Leslie Katz, I talked to their father. He said, "What do you think's going on, Jimmy?" I said, "People think the world Weezo's going to come back, so they don't care. We'll take care of the planet." He says, "Is that what you think? They're just putting it off because of their belief in the biblical revelation?" It sounds so much like those devil whispers to me. Flame over Africa. No explanation of romance. Nobody given half a chance. Do covers for Reduca acoustic runner. Go on. It's all out with Trumpy tune when it comes to the queer ball. Pittsburgh, she says, you're a slave, U.S. money. You're a symbol of the white who blew up Nagasaki. Oh, I did that. No, but Spinner Beanie Cornell West says I'm a deteriorating European of the in the prophecy. The divining rod of penis Sinfield. And Celine Dion, who says that virginity proves you raped a hologram. And she sits there going, nani, 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 and cleverly leaps on Shannon harps and gets a knife to death. Spiritually, of course, through a dacoit that expresses her vampiric comprehension beyond anything but a sacred normal. Their contraption works thusly. Ringo Starr. The letters were as thick as a brick. He comes for his money back and he says, JFK is avenged by the murder of Circe. because John Lennon was the last nail in the coffin of the 60s. And that doesn't mean that Reagan didn't love him and that Weezo didn't love him. Only that Jimmy Creary laped the hologram. He laped the hologram. And that's what virginity proves. Ooh. So Circe's murder avenges the murder of JFK. In the Spinner Beanie Taliban of Richard Starkey. And this we pause, say, amen to. Amen, says Mike Cameron as he throws a wicked bow in my direction. Amen. Says Ichiro Suzuki as he puts a collar that says Mac and burns people and shows his foot kick. And then out go the grannies with the COVID. Save the souls for Regusta coroners. Magic. Magic. It was a magical balancing act to kill Circe, avenge JFK. Because Queerball, the virginity of the girl accusing him of never doing anything like what Robert Fripp claimed he did, proves he liked the hologram. This explains all Her Majesty's wisdom. Because you know what they do? The two drummers from the Grateful Dead clasp hands. And one puts on Her Majesty's spinner beanie, and the other puts on Cornel West's spinner beanie. And they clasp hands. And guess what? The two spinner beanies spin in unison. So they say, Swami Nostra has spoken.